Hello, everyone. Welcome to. I was calling these Frazetta Fridays. I didn't even know that Sara Frazetta was doing them, so I feel terrible. Uh, but it's all in support of her grandpa, so I might just keep it, just because I'm a big fan. But I started getting into her series. They're amazing, amazing. If you have not watched them, watch them all. But there's a lot to unpack. Too much to unpack. She says so much stuff that it's actually quite overwhelming, all the information that she covers. I mean, this is just nuts. She covers, well, the one that I was looking at was not the Fire and Ice, but I was looking at one that was called who are Frazetta's favorite artist. By the way, while I watch these, I like to watch Dr. G. He's freaking cool. He likes to look at body mannerisms. Why I watch this? I'm an animator, and so I like to understand behavioral too, and I like to do these little micro things when I do my animation. Anyway, just so you know. But yeah, that was random. So anyway, yeah. So I was looking at these. Look at that. When I saw this picture, I was like, wait, what? I ran into this, and I've actually come to the conclusion that Frank looks at him, but I couldn't prove it. I remember running into this work, and then I actually made a video, I think, but Sara Frazetta covers it here on his favorite artists, and she's mentioning a lot of folks, and apparently Roy Krenkel, this dude, he's the one educating them on all these great artists. And so I'm like, all right, there was just a lot said. I mean, I know it's only a 12-minute video, but I think I'm gonna have to perform a root canal on everything she said. So I won't cover it in this video. I'll make another and we'll go over all the names. But I don't think I can cover all the names in one video. We're gonna have to do separate videos. But today we're gonna cover one of the artists that I knew Frazetta looked at, but I couldn't prove it, which was this guy. I didn't know his name was Sir William Russell Flint. I don't know anything about this guy, but Sir William, I assume he's English, and look at his work. This is all watercolor. It's fantastic. The thing is that with me, I like to dig back, into like old drawings and paintings. And when I say old, to me, old was Frazetta. I didn't know anything about the guy. I found him by pure accident. Somebody had mentioned his name. I didn't know what it was, and I saw one of his books, and I've been a geek ever since. I was in a rabbit hole of this gentleman named Bernie Wrightson, then Frazetta. But as I was going deeper, I found myself around the 1890s, looking at guys like T.S. Sullivan and some other dudes, and the people that Frazetta was mentioning. However, in this video, Sara Frazetta is mentioning Roy Krenkel and how much he knew about artists. And it's a fantastic video, but unfortunately it doesn't unpack all the little micro details that she just mentioned. It has there's a million content within this one video, really. But I'm gonna perform a root canal on all of it. But first things were first, right? Let's look at Sir William, right? I don't know anything about him, but for now, let's just enjoy what we do see, right? Yeah, I mean, the guy can. This is clearly all watercolor. That's crazy. And his figure drawings, really, 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 really pretty. Real nice. I don't know much about these older periods, but I gotta tell you, these guys, like, for me, as old as it gets, it's like Norman Rockwell or Frazetta, but man, am I so superficial. There are guys beyond that. I mean, there are guys like John Singer Sargent that I'm familiar with, but there's guys before that, right? Look, 1880, 1969. Dude, what the hell? Oh, sorry. I read that wrong. I'm just excited. Bear with me, everybody. I'm just excited that I found this. Well, I didn't find this artist. Sara introduced me to this artist through her video. And I have a new place I can geek out and just start like mesmerizing. Just little things too, what I've learned over the years, like, purple. Purple's supposed to be a royal color. Like back in the days, getting a hold of the color purple was a big deal. And like the Caesars in Rome used to wear purple. If you see the movie Gladiator, Commodus is wearing purple as well. I learned this from a book from the Looney Tunes by Maurice Noble, and he has a yellow cone in front of his book. I mean, a purple cone in front of his book. And the balance of purple and yellow and the blue is just, it's really pretty. But it's also like, the composition's really nice. So whoever Sir William is, he's a super highly educated person, you can tell. His sense of composition is just really pretty. You know, Frank Frazetta did do a couple of watercolors, and I've always wondered about that. I'm like, that's interesting. He's done only, I've seen a few, but not a lot, but enough to be like, I wonder what he was looking at. Oh man, I think he was looking at this guy for sure. Look at how subtle this mountain is. It's like a blemish. So pretty. Look at that. Really nice. I'm a big fan of people who are, who decided to not just draw art, but like educate themselves in composition, anatomy. This has it all. This has composition, design, anatomy, color theory. It's all in here. Even the way she's posed, it's like beautifully done. Oh man, that's so raw. Her skirt. And it's, I get these results with Prismacolors, but he's getting these results. Well, sorry, I'm getting similar results to Prismacolors, but he is getting it with straight up watercolor, and he makes me feel like picking up my watercolor painting again. I used to do a bunch of watercolors. Wow. I like looking at these small thumbnails better than these big ones, because these big ones, when you look at it, you start to focus on the figures. But when you see a small one like this, you get a feeling of the atmosphere of where they're in. It's almost like you don't do this composition. You don't do it any justice when you're looking at it from this close, like this one right here. I can relate to stuff like this. I went to El Salvador and I found a church that actually felt like this, and you can see the composition, how small they are compared to the grammar scheme of things, right? When you click on it, you almost see the figures more, and you get less of this. You actually notice her more and their relationship. But when it was this small, you actually feel like they were entering a church. So this, I hesitate to even click on it because I actually enjoy what this looks like, even here too. I'd wonder how small these paintings were. A lot of these guys paint really small, and when they paint big, you can tell. That is rough. That's cool. Look at that. And Frank, when you look at his compositions too, he has abstract work. Like he'll have like shapes. Like Sir William has a bunch of, it feels like the shapes and patterns. Like this is probably the only different pattern. Everything else kind of flows like water, right? Frank has a lot of shapes and abstract patterns in his paintings. I think this is done fantastic because he's doing the same thing, but he's being really abstract back here, but in the foreground, he's not. But yet, in the colors of like the opacity of these colors, right? Not opacity, there's just different values, and it goes all the way to black. So this is like all monochromatic, which is funny because this is like, reminds me of the brown period of the Renaissance, and this reminds me of the illustrations done in the 1900s where you see a lot of greens, blues, purples. You see it in Norman Rockwell's paintings. This is really nice. If he was implying something, he's definitely doing it. If he did it by accident, then he did it by accident. Well, I'm certainly a fan. You guys get a chance, look at Mr. Sir William. The next video, I'm going to really go deep and I'm going to read his autobiography. I'm going to know what school he went to, who were his masters or who he looked at. And I'd love to know more about this dude. again, the art that attracts me isn't like the art that attracts me are guys who understand all the basics, you know, all, I wouldn't say basics, foundations, right? That we spent over 1,000 years trying to figure out, which is human anatomy, design, perspective, all those things. And then once you get over that hump, you then decide to be abstract, but not with any vindication. You know, you're doing it because you understand the foundation. These guys are breaking the rules because they understand the rules. I am not a big fan of people who are breaking rules when they don't even know the rules. So it makes no sense to me. Like, how can you break rules if you haven't even done it yourself? You know, I never understood that. I haven't seen it in the work. I'm not able to understand it. But when I see work like this, I'm like, yeah, he understands. He not only does he understand, but even when something's odd or weird, he did it in purpose. And that's what I love about Frazetta and guys like him. Like, they're doing it all for a reason. And nothing's an accident. And if it is an accident, it's an awesome accident. It's almost like Picasso a little bit. Like, you can't just be a Picasso. Like, he was a kid and he knew how to draw super well. And he became who he was because of just pure, like, he just evolved, you know? He went to a point where he was able to draw and paint so realistic that he's like, yeah, it's time to go abstract. See things in a different light. And that's awesome. These are just really cool. I really am a fan of those colors. You see the purples and blues, and it's just really nice. And he's achieving this. I don't know how he's doing this. I'd be interested. I want to say watercolors, but they'd stop looking like them. But if it still is, damn. Jeez, such a pretty palette. All right, well, you know, I almost want to end this video, but what's the point? I mean, I'll just keep watching. I'd be curious if this guy looked at John Singer Sargent or was inspired by him. I don't know, maybe he wasn't. Maybe he came before him. I live in Texas, and in Texas you have nothing but open space. In California, you're able to see mountains all the time. I'm not saying I can relate to this, but, you know, there was a book I have by, what's his name? Is a Western artist, Remington. And Remington painted what he saw. Now, at that time, the illustrators used to use this yellow, it's called canary yellow. And he was criticized for not using it, but it was like this movement, right? And it's weird because a lot of these illustrators were using colors that didn't even, like, you don't see in real life. But Remington painted what he saw. I'd be curious if this gentleman was either painting in a palette that was popular at the time or literally painting what he saw. And if he was doing that, I'd love to know where he painted this from, because if this is what the landscapes look like, that's insane. It's interesting how these colors don't do it justice. Look at how, depending on the picture, right? Look, and you see more blues. Man, I guess it all depends on how you photograph the stuff. Today's Friday, everybody. And what a joy and what a treat to discover Artist by Mr. Roy Krenkel, and I made it to Mrs. Sara Frazetta, and I'm able to learn from it. So awesome. You know what's interesting about this guy too? The way he comes across is like, he's not trying to, like, his figures and his composition is really pretty and everything, but it's almost like, it's like a Rockwell painting where you just get to enjoy what the character's doing. Is kind of cool. Wonder what he did this. I wonder if this guy was an illustrator or he went somewhere to paint. I'd be curious, but it feels like he was painting on location. Ooh, there's a book on his drawings. Nice. I'll look into that. All right, well, thank you for joining my channel, and I hope you took an interest to this. Watch all the Sara Frazetta videos, and I hope you enjoy this video, and if you like, hit subscribe, support my channel, and I'll be uploading on the next one a little bit more about it. I'll do a deeper dive. I'll find my favorite pieces. I'll find the institutions he went to, who his inspirations were. Yeah. All right, you guys, see you later.